Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Steven's Week, your weekly update on marketing and technology. In this episode, I talk about a very cool initiative of Ikea. I talk about an alternative for humans in Korea. And I'm going to talk about another signal that the big digital jump of COVID is here to stay. Enjoy this episode, everyone. This week it's Black Friday. The major shopping event of the West, but there was a really cool action of Ikea. They created this concept called Bring Back Friday, and they invite their customers to bring back old furniture that they don't need anymore or that they want to replace, and you get your money back from Ikea. They buy your furniture back, and they also give you a voucher with additional value. So you get the money from the furniture and they double it, and you can spend that money to find something new or to find something that is more sustainable for your house. And then they will sell the old furniture in a cheap way to people who have less money and that would like to have something really cool for their apartment or their house. And I thought this is fantastic to see how Ikea is using this mass event of consumption to create a more sustainable event, Bring Back Friday. And it's doing something that I describe in the top of my model of the offer you can't refuse as changing your world. Ikea is using its strength to have a positive impact on society. So I thought that was a fantastic example. In the US, there was a study about the future of healthcare, and specifically they asked people in the US that after the pandemic, if it's safe again to go to a doctor, to a medical facility, what they would prefer, if they would prefer to go to a physical doctor or keep the remote healthcare and use a video call for their advice and their visits. And it was really remarkable. For almost every circumstance, half of the people are saying that they want to use remote healthcare. And when it's about mental illnesses or mental health care, more than half of the people, 62% of the people, prefer a virtual meeting versus a physical meeting. So again, a signal that it's clear that this big digital jump of COVID-19 is here to stay, and that many businesses will have to fundamentally rethink the way they approach their customers and the services and the models that they use to attract customers. In South Korea, they did a test with an AI news anchor this week, and they basically created an artificial intelligence avatar based on a real news anchor. They used 10 hours of video of that lady, and then they completely mimicked her. They copy-pasted her, and this avatar was reading the news. And to be honest, you cannot see the difference anymore. It's really cool and scary at the same time. And they're working on this to have a, between brackets, human anchor available in an emergency or when news anchors are in quarantine or when a disaster happens, that they always have the potential to have an alternative. And then they asked to the human news anchor, they asked that lady, are you afraid of this? And she said, yes. And her answer was really cool. She said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to be as human and as warm as possible in my relationships with my viewers to make sure that they won't replace me by this machine. And I thought that is a fantastic. So guys, this was my weekly update. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share the video with your friends and colleagues. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful weekend. See you again next week. Bye-bye.